I've dedicated my life to helping youth, so it means the world to me to have these funds.
It's kind of fun to watch it grow. I actually look forward to getting my statements to see, oh, did we make money?
We wanted to start a fund just to make a difference.
A gift to the foundation is now and forever.
We joined the community and satisfied a need for the community, which will satisfy yourself for giving.
Is there anything you'd like to add?
Couldn't improve on that.
Okay. We created this project because it hit home for us. It was something very personal for us, and we wanted to change it.
And we could see the need for what this money goes for.
We have a passion for young people, and we want to do what we can to help them succeed in life.
I had some pensions and annuities that for my retirement, and the person I had listed as beneficiary on them when I started them had been dead for 10 years, and I realized I needed to do something with them. And I thought, what do I want to do with that money if I don't live to draw it all out? And the Community Foundation is just the perfect way to do it, because that money will last for so long, regardless of how much is left.
It just feels good to know you can give it to them and they'll take care of it, and it's going to keep working in our community long after we're gone.
When we started the fund, there was no large contributions to create it. I wrote a check with as little money that I had, and the Youth Foundation started just coming up with fundraisers and ways to get money.
We always often joke because, like they say, with the smartphones now, they have an app for that. Well, we say we have a fund for that, because pretty much any charity in the community that people want to give to, there's already a fund established.
I use it as a way to remember people. Maybe a death, maybe a birthday, maybe a Mother's Day or an anniversary of my parents or whatever. And people really enjoy receiving the card from the foundation, knowing that a donation has been made in their name.
Another area that I like about the foundation really well is the number of other scholarships that people are able to get, that our students get. There's like 40 or 50 every year that get scholarships.
We decided at the very beginning that we wanted to establish a scholarship to help children who are going on to further their education.
Well, all you have to do is come into the office and say, hey, I'd like to start a fund.
It was amazingly easy. I went in and I said, here's the funds I have.
Yes, it was very easy to do, and we both decided that eventually, we're going to pass on, and this would be something that would go on indefinitely, and we wanted to be remembered as being educators and being people who encouraged education in everybody.
It was very easy, surprisingly easier than what I thought.
I don't think it took 15 minutes of my time.
We signed the contract, and there was our fund.
It feels good.
It does feel good.
People you'll never know are going to benefit from something that you started.
You touch the future when you give something like that, and to touch it with what is important to you, it's great. Just great.
So if you have an interest in life that you'd like to see progress after you're gone, well, establish your fund with a little or nothing and continue to add to it.
And I've seen all the good things that the foundation has done and helped in so many ways throughout the entire county.
It's also kind of neat to think about. We were here when we created the fund, but we're going off to school, and that fund will still be here, and it's going to continue to grow.
I know that when I go, that what I worked for my whole life will continue to be worked for.
I don't necessarily want to be remembered as, hey, this is what she did, but I want people to remember us as, wow, those must have been really good people to start a fund to help others. They must have really cared about others. I want that legacy to follow us for generations.
Our good friend Corky Smedley was dying of cancer, and we were very upset, of course, but there was not much we could do except try to be supportive of him and his family. And then we came up with the idea of starting a scholarship fund. And so we did that while he was still alive. So originally it was in his honor, and then he died shortly after that. Corky had been a 4-H leader, a mentor to so many people. He was a member of the fair board, active in horse show judge, active in all kinds of horse things, an exhibitor himself. And he taught us so many things, and he was just such a good friend. We actually hesitated for a while before putting our money in the foundation because we were kind of scared. At first, we didn't have a lot of money, and we thought if we put it in the foundation, we can't ever get it back. And then we decided that's actually the benefit of it, because once we put it in the foundation, it's going to go on forever. And this way we know that that fund is going to carry his name, and it's going to continue to benefit Washington County youth. It's pretty emotional. We were all very close with Corky and knew how committed he was to helping children and really helping anyone that was interested in horses. He was not selfish with his time in any way, and always had a joke. So to be able to preserve his memory in some way, and to know that forever we're going to be able to carry out his mission with youth and horses, means a great deal.
Having worked with the foundation for a while and realizing that it's something that's going to be here forever and ever. The money that you give is always going to be here doing good in Washington County. And there aren't many things that you can say that are going to be around forever.
Well, I think the work of the foundation's been tremendous in this community.
I hate to see so many people with their estates, they leave it somewhere, within a year most of it's gone. And this way, you pick the charities you like, and that money will continue, and eventually they'll get who knows how much more money than you had to leave them.
We didn't care as much how it was being used as long as it was going to further youth development in our community.
I mean, you live in this county and there's all these things, you know, you can do when you grow up here, but being a part of the, working with the foundation, it makes you feel like you're not only living in the county, but you're a part of it.
So in a lot of ways, raising Youth First has, you know, I'm raising my children with Youth First. So it's, you know, it's not just work for me, it's really a labor of love.
You can help people and touch lives of people who haven't even been born yet and help them in ways that you can't even imagine. That was very inspiring and very appealing to us.
I think there's kind of a stigma in the community growing that, you know, working with the foundation, you have to have a lot of money, or the people who work with it are just in the upper class, and it's so not true.
No, that's totally inaccurate.
And it's not just an organization for the rich, whoever they are.
And people think that to start a fund you have to have this huge amount of money, you know, $1,000. And you can start funds much smaller than that and then grow them over time.
If I can do it, anybody can. I am not a wealthy person by any standards.
We're your middle class, middle America.
Yeah, we're broke college students. We don't have money.
But our time, for me even, it pays off 10 times more to that feeling that your time has made something huge.
When I hear the word you gotta be rich, well, you gotta have a definition of what rich is. And most people think monetary, material type things, and that's just not it.
Well, there's a lot of ways you can be rich. You can be rich in friends, you can be rich in family.
It's how you think about donating. And you can give $50 here and $50 there, and by the end of the year, you've made a big contribution.
That's the whole thing. It's not just now, it's, you know, it's after we're gone. It'll be even bigger and better because it keeps growing.
But did you think about, you don't have to be rich to be my girl? Or... No? You don't. All right.
Oh yeah, every day is an absolute reward because you see, you know, people that you give grants to, they're happy. People who donate money to fund those grants and the designated funds, you know, it's a vehicle to fuel their passion and fuel it forever. So every day is a reward in this job.
that.